Hello everyone, I'm Hannah Singer and welcome to my channel.
Something about the way you look to me, yeah. Give me a reason, and I will dance,
In this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 tips on what to do when you are feeling blue. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I've been feeling kind of in a funk lately, and I've had this happen to me before many times, and I'm sure that many of you could probably relate. So I thought, why not share some of my tips that help me get through my funky stages in hopes that they could help you as well. Tip number 1 is to surround yourself by people that make you laugh and smile. And I know that this is a super obvious tip, but it is so important, especially when you are feeling low, down, or blue. So I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of science of why this is so important. When you laugh, you release endorphins in your brain, and that activates the opioid receptors in your brain, which reduces our perception of pain. So it essentially brings about feelings of euphoria. Mind-blowing. When you laugh, you are basically just helping yourself to feel better. And I know that when you are sad or feeling low, the last thing anyone wants to do when they're in that state is laugh or smile. And it's okay to feel sad and it's okay to embrace those feelings, but sometimes you need a pick-me-up to help you get back on track. And that is why it is so important to find people and surround yourself by people who are going to help make you a happier person and bring out laughter and smiles. And if you don't feel like interacting with someone, then go online and find videos on YouTube or on Instagram of people that make you laugh or smile. I watch Ellen DeGeneres, and her entire platform is focused on making people feel better and showing the world that there are so many wonderful people out there, and there's so much compassion and love in the world, and that is what we need to focus on. So that really helps me when I just need a little pick-me-up or I need to laugh. So tip number 2 is to take time to yourself and to nurture and take care of yourself. If you're like me, I'm like an introverted extrovert. I love being social and bubbly and outgoing and silly and whatever, but I thrive when I am alone. I love taking warm baths, warm showers, doing little spa days, and just really taking time to take care of myself. It's so important to just take time to be alone, especially if you are someone who is an extrovert. You're constantly surrounded by people and giving your energy to other people, and yes, you're still receiving energy from them, but it can be draining. So it's so important to just take time to take care of yourself and your well-being, and that is definitely going to help up your positive energy levels and your contentness with your life. Tip number 3 is to
move your body.
Again, an obvious one, but so important. We are constantly sitting in chairs in school classes or at home, eating food. If you work in an office, you're sitting in a chair all day. It is so important for your mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being to move your body. And this doesn't mean you have to go to the gym and smash out 2.5-hour workouts, but just getting up and being active in some sort of way. You could go for a run, a hike, a bike, a surf. If you are surfing, I'm very jealous of you. But anything, swimming, any of that, you could go to the gym. If you want to do stuff at the gym, you could do a plethora of things. You could dance And I'm not just saying this because I'm a dance major, but dancing is such a great way to get moving, and it's such a fun way of moving. And you don't have to be a trained dancer. I'm not saying do pirouettes or anything like that. I'm saying turn on your favorite songs, hype, uplifting music that is gonna pump up your energy, and just move your body and not care what people are gonna think about you. Pretend like you are in the shower, or go in the shower and move and dance, and who cares? No one is there watching you. Just let go. This is one of my favorite things to do as a dancer and as a human being, is to just blast music and jump around like a crazy head and just move my body in any way possible and let go of all this energy that is not serving me anymore. When you're feeling low and funky, you want to lay in bed all day, and if you are low on sleep, then get that sleep and take that time to rest. But once you've had enough rest, get up and get going and get sweaty and let all those toxins out of your body, release the negative energy, and move. I promise you will feel so much better even after you're going on like a 30-minute walk in nature. That is like a perfect option for slowly getting back into movement. So, quick little funny story, I was editing this video and realized that I forgot to film tip number 4. So I'm going to fill you in on that right now. Tip number 4 is to find therapeutic hobbies and indulge in them. So for me, I love creative writing, I love writing poetry, painting, baking, singing, cooking, drawing. I have a ton of little side hobbies that are very therapeutic for me, and so whenever I'm feeling low, indulging completely in those therapeutic interests really helps me to just change my mood and find a better state of mind. Whether you are interested in creative outlets or not, find something that is therapeutic for you and run with it, and do that as much as you can to truly get your mind in a state of relaxation and calmness. Number 5 is to meditate. I pretty much meditate every day for around 15 minutes. I use an app called, what is it called? Headspace. I think it's $96. If you are a college student, you only have to pay $10 to use the app for a whole year. If you look up Headspace, like college student or something like that, you can find the deal, but it's basically $10 for a year of unlimited guided meditations, and it is amazing. At first, when I started, it was really hard for me. I could barely sit still for like 2 minutes. My mind was like, but I started with a 3-minute meditation every day, and then built up to a 4-minute meditation, and then a 5-minute, and now I'm at 15 minutes. So you will make progress. It basically just calms your mind. It eases your body. It prepares you for the day, or it helps you close off the day and get everything off of your mind. It is a hard practice. It is something that I'm still working on now. Shutting off your mind is hard. Like, I'm telling you, you do not realize how much goes on up here. It is such an amazing tool, especially when you are feeling stressed and overwhelmed. It can help bring in more positive energy into your mind. Number 6 is to find your own therapy or therapist. Part of me is saying, like, go to therapy if that is available to you. The other part of me is saying, if that is not available to you, create your own. If you do not have a therapist and you are interested in seeing a therapist, explore that as an option. I think that mental health is now not as much of a taboo topic as it used to be, which is an amazing thing. People are opening up and sharing that it is okay if your mental health is not perfect, because guess what? No one's mental health is perfect, and we all have our own mental health struggles, whether it's a small scale or a large scale. Obviously, if you are struggling with things that have been persisting for a long amount of time and it's on a large scale, you want to seek medical help. But if it is something more of like a funk or a blues state of mind that you're in, then it's definitely a great option to seek therapy if you have that available to you. The reason I wanted to open up about this idea of finding your own therapy, whether it be a therapist or maybe journaling and being your own therapist, is because I think it's so important to talk about it, especially nowadays when people are struggling. Like, it's okay to seek help. When I was feeling really blue a few weeks ago, I was like, the first thing I wrote on my to-do list was to go see my therapist. If you are lucky enough and go to a university that offers a few free counseling sessions, take advantage of that. Even if it's outside of your comfort zone, try something new, because mental health should be your priority. Seek different forms of therapy. For me, something that I love to do is journal. I will journal every single thing on my mind and then read through it and then realize things that maybe I'm overthinking or things that I'm stressing about that I don't need to be stressing about right now. Number 7. This is another very obvious one, but go to bed. Get sleep. Sleep is so important, and for some reason, people just think sleep can be blown off, especially here at college. Like, you need sleep to thrive as a human being, and that is where your body gets to fully relax, rest, and recover. So go to bed. And if that means you have to sacrifice certain things, then guess what? Sacrifice those things, and I promise you'll feel better with more sleep. Most people nowadays are sleep deprived. So take time, find little rituals that can help you fall asleep too. So I have a full-on night routine. I'll stretch before bed. I go very over the top, but that's just because I value sleep, as we all should, and so I want to prep my body for bed. So I take my shower, I brush my teeth, do all that stuff, and then I stretch. I put in earplugs, I put on a face mask, like an eye mask, and then put on, like, I'll do like dim the lights or put on a lamp or something like that, and create a very calming, almost spa type setting before I go to bed so that I can fully relax. And then another thing I do that is so amazing, I'll journal every single thing on my mind. If that doesn't work, I play ocean music, I'll read a book. Number 9 is to eat more plants. There are so many studies now that are showing that eating more plants, whether you are vegan or a carnivore, that you need to eat more plants. Eat more plants over processed things. When you're eating processed sugars, refined sugars, and different stuff like that, you are basically just going to be making yourself feel worse. You're not going to be as motivated to work out or be active. You're going to feel more sluggish after you eat stuff. And it's overall just going to feed into that negative energy that you already have going on. When you're eating healthier and you are fully nourishing your cells in your body and hydrating yourself with good food and water, you are going to feel so much better and so much more motivated to get out of your funk. A lot of times when you are nutrient deficient, that can affect your mood. And for example, a few weeks ago when I was like really in like the low ends of my funk, I realized that I was really low on vitamin D. That definitely affected my mood and my funkiness. I got some vitamin D. Is from My Kind. I use their B12 too. I know that it definitely helped boost my energy. Number 10 is focusing on gratitude. And this is the biggest tip of all of them. When you are in a funk and feeling really down, it's so easy to focus on everything you don't have and everything that is going wrong in your life. If you've been there, which I'm sure we all have, you can attest to this, that it just feels like your world is crumbling. I promise you that even when you feel like your world is crumbling, you have things to be grateful for. And I'm talking as simple as waking up and being like, I'm grateful for my eyes that allow me to see, my heart that is beating, my hands that I use to pick up things, my feet that carry me. Find things in your life to be grateful for, write them down. If you have stuck with me thus far, thank you, because I know that this is a very chatty, talky video, but I'm very passionate about helping people feel more positive energy because I want to feel more positive energy and I want to give more positive energy. So thank you. I want anyone who is going through a funk to feel better because I know how much it sucks. But I really hope that you took something away from this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Don't forget to let the earth be your playground.